Firstly, as a nation, we take pride in our military history, particularly the reasons which gave India a recognition throughout the world. Indian soldiers, Indian Army, has fought in Second World War, First World War, including the Battle of Haifa, when the Israel was born, where things are going wrong. And every regiment, may it be Maratha regiment, may it be Jat regiment, Gurkha regiment, all they belong to infantry. Infantry means in front. That is the point. So therefore, to celebrate this particular event is conducted every year, okay, in all the stations, where the retired veterans they come, the serving young generation come, and it becomes a role model for the young generation to come. Like in our family we say, your grandfather used to be like this, you also be like that. So therefore, this becomes a role model for the young generation who are joining the army or the armed forces. Secondly, this also becomes a motivational factor for those young sepoys or the NCOs or the other ranks who have recently joined the army. They know that this is our regiment. I belong to this family. So I should not do something wrong where my family will be deformed. So this is the second. Fourthly, is that for the coming generation, these events becomes a stepping stone. And then the generation start following their ancestors who fought the war. For example, in Second World War, from Maratha regiment, which is the infantry battalion, we got two Victoria Cross, Namdev Jadhav and Vasant Gadge. They are people. Today also, we tell our young generation, I belong to the same regiment, that look, be like them. Be like them. So these factors, they help us a lot to motivate the young generation, also to remember our own old heroes, and thirdly, create an environment of unity. And that is why we celebrate the things.
I beg to differ with President Biden. In fact, when he was elected way back, I had written an article saying that here is, a president, or rather president-elect, walking into the White House with such long years of experience in foreign policy. You remember he was a senator since 73 or 74, vice president for 8 years, chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. So I had argued that he is the best qualified American president as far as foreign affairs goes. But I'm sorry to say, my high expectations have not been fulfilled, and he could have carried out his foreign policy in a much, much better way. Now, this explanation which he has given, it doesn't carry water. It doesn't hold. Because, first of all, I don't think Hamas has any time to follow G20. Okay? You know the situation. And then don't forget, they would have planned it for a long, long time. And for him to say that this was, well, I'm sorry, he is not getting it right. He should understand that Hamas, I don't approve of what Hamas did. It is terrorism, catching hold of innocent people, killing them, or, that is, you know what I mean. It is terrorism. But the question is, if you say that they are terrorists and therefore they did it, that's not good enough. Then you should ask, how did they become terrorists? And there you will understand that it's the occupation of Israel. I will not go back to 48, 49. Well, you can go back, but at least you can go back to 1967, when under Security Council Resolution 242, Israel should have withdrawn from Gaza, West Bank, and Golan Heights. They didn't. Then again, 1973, Resolution 338, repeating 242. They didn't. Then the Oslo Accords, 1993-95. They signed, but they didn't take action. So it is Israel which is As Secretary General said, it didn't happen in a vacuum. It is Israel, when you look at the big picture, which is in a major way responsible for what happened.